Hello and welcome to a presentation of building a chatbot using IBM Watson by Avinash Bengeri. That's me. You can see me playing flute. Watson developed in IBM's Deep QA project by a research team led by principal investigator David Ferrucci. You can see him at the top. Deep QA project aims to illustrate how to how the wide and growing accessibility of natural language content and the integration and advancement of natural language processing can meet the complex requirements in the field of computer science. And the name Watson was after the IBM's first CEO, industrialist Thomas J. Watson. You can see him in the picture below. What is Watson? Watson is a supercomputer that combines AI, artificial intelligence, and sophisticated analytical software for optimal performance. As a question answering machine, it is capable of training itself and answering the user with the help of AI and natural language processing. Feb 14, 2011, Watson competed on Jeopardy! Against former winners then Brad Rutter and Ken Jennings. You can see them in the picture. Watson received the first place prize of $1 million in this Jeopardy Grand Challenge. So, how has it been, the evolution for this Watson project? Is like if we look into the evolution of Watson right from its origin in 2006, IBM research team came up with this project, and in 2011 they were able to demonstrate in Jeopardy Grand Challenge. Later on, it got commercialized, serving requirements in healthcare and, as we can see, like in financial services as well. Later it took up, like the project expanded to meet requirements in financial sector, and eventually by 2012 the Watson cloud for various services across different platforms serving cross industry application. Watson grew as a strong leader in the market. So what are the other existing technologies? So Watson has got some competitors, of course. There is Microsoft. Project Oxford is Microsoft's venture into the world of artificial intelligence and deep learning. It takes in several key areas like image, facial, text and speech recognition, and hopes to implement the technology into its computer operating systems and also smartphone software. And then there is Baidu. Baidu is a Chinese equivalent of Google, you can say. Produced by Baidu is a software called Minwa. Minwa is their landmark project, and it mirrors the IBM Watson model with over 72 processors and 144 graphic processors approximately. Its image recognition capabilities are among some of the best in the world of artificial intelligence. And then we have Google DeepMind, a British tech company. DeepMind Technology is looking to combine machine learning and the pursuit of neuroscience. It was bought out by Google in 2014, and it was renamed as Google DeepMind and tasked with building the best general purpose learning algorithms in the industry. So how Watson stands out among these competitors? Well, the natural language processing capabilities of Watson are much better than the others. After winning Jeopardy quiz show, IBM is now partnered with over 300 firms from all fields in from all fields including Twitter, chatbots, and Wellpoint, etc. And also, like, Watson has become an artificial intelligence supercomputer by which all others are judged, like on the basis of Watson. The system of the Watson system can process over 500 gigabytes of equivalent 500 gigabytes per second, or you can say equivalent to 1 million books per second. So we can see that Watson provides some services. If we look into the Watson Developer Cloud, like the conversation, As we look into the Watson Developer Cloud, we see various services provided by Watson as a developer cloud, as it was basically developed to create like compete and win Jeopardy quiz show. We can see that a lot of services pertaining to language, and there are some services pertaining to speech and vision as well, as we can see. And let us now focus, as we are going to build a chatbot, let us now focus on one of the language APIs provided, that is conversation. This is just a part of a whole Watson system required for us to build a chatbot. So Watson conversation allows you to quickly build, test, and deploy a bot or virtual agent across mobile devices, messaging platforms like Slack, or even a physical robot. Conversation as a visual dialogue builder to help us create natural conversations between our apps and the users without any coding experience actually required. So, what are the prerequisites to build? The prerequisites to build a chatbot or a simple chatbot could be JavaScript Node.js with the npm and Node package manager, of course. And then we need to have a IBM Bluemix account. This is a cross-platform cloud which provides various services. IBM has got Bluemix as a wonderful thing, like which this provides many other cross-platform services, apps, and infrastructures. We'll see that during the demo very soon. And but the account is very mandatory for us to proceed, because this is the interface for us through which we can use and deploy the services of IBM Watson. And then we need Cloud Foundry to synchronize our local Node.js app to our services in Bluemix Cloud. Here we go. So let's go to the demo. So when we sign up, I've already signed up to the Bluemix account. Like I said, we need to have a Bluemix account, and then we need to have Node.js installed, and also we need to have the Cloud Foundry installed, the CLI command line interface. So after signing up uh, for IBM Bluemix and creating your account, it will be a trial account. As you can see here, it's a 12-day, 30-day trial period, and 12 days are remaining. My 12 days are remaining. And once you're done signing up and then you log in, you'll see a developer dashboard with uh, yeah, you can see a developer dashboard with various uh, with a navigation bar at your left with various options for services, apps, and infrastructure, as we discussed earlier. So IBM Bluemix, like I said, it's a huge platform for various cross-platform services and apps. So we can see like various apps available over here through Bluemix, and pertaining to infrastructure and the services. Among services we choose Watson, because that is where we have to go to build a chatbot. And now once we are clicking on Watson service, we come to this page where we can see we can create the service. And like you're able to see, I've already created a service called pacifier. So let me click on that. So once you create your service and you click on that service page, you navigate to this page where uh, you you can start developing your tool, which is like the launch tool. The tool here refers to the service which you are deploying and going to build something out of it. So here it is. So here we have the workspaces. We can create one, and you can get to start with building the chatbot. And like you can see, I've already created one. Let me click on that. Okay, now Watson conversation has three major elements in building a bot. Like in the major three things we need to know is intents, entities, and dialogue. What are intents? Intents are these statements which tell the bot about what the user is intending to say. Like, for example, a greeting. A greeting from the user perspective can be like, hey, you, or hi, hello, or any of these, which, if it encounters from the user side, the bot has to understand that it is a greeting. We'll see that the things will be much more clear once we do the actual conversation with the bot. The next are entities. Entities are those which are absolute or definite objects the user is expected to query the bot. For example, a weather entity. The user might be looking for some information, and we are not sure which word the user is going to use, but we might be partially sure of something like that or something like this. So these are the synonyms we can give, and based on these synonyms the word is picked, and the bot understands that this is what the user is intending to ask. Or you can say entities are kind of a vague or a rough form of intents. Also, the entities, there are system entities and personal my entities. So these are my entities which I created, whether an animals. Suppose you if you click on system entities, we have multiple system entities. These are by default available, and as the name says, like sys time gives us the system, and the time, current time, date gives us the current date, the currency, percentage. It goes on based on the requirement. We can use them in our projects. Moving to dialogue. Dialogue, as in our context, the conversation between the user and the bot, like the questions and the answers. So we can start building dialogues throughout, and we can start training our bot. Suppose suppose there is a dialogue greeting that I have created over here. So what does that mean? So suppose the dialogue card name is greeting, and it is given a condition of hash greeting. So, what is this hash greeting? Throughout the Watson process, the building of bot, whatever is prefixed with hash, it means that it is an intent. As you can see, all of them over here, these are intents. So, hash greeting is an intent. So, when it is greeting, when it is a greeting intent, if the user is intending to greet, so this is the response I want to give back from my bot, because it's very clear what is happening now. So once the greeting is over, the response can be either I'm fine, like for fine I again have an intent back here, or I'm not fine. So for fine, again, the dialogue continues, the conversation continues, saying that, okay, fine, then how can I help you next? So that is how I've built the bot right now. You can go on building the bot. Let's see the demo. Now let me run from my local repository. Okay, now it's running in our local host port 3000. Let me say, hey, okay, this is Watson. How are you doing? Uh, I'm good. So how can I help you? Suppose I say no thanks. So it says it wants me to help. So I've put some jump iterations. So that's how we can see like the bot is responding to what I'm asking. Suppose I say rain, it starts telling me about, give me a moment to find out what's happening out there. Or suppose again like use of umbrella entities. So that's how I was going. That is how it is, and that is all about IBM Watson. Thank you.